Hello again, this is Alex Peterson of OffTheWallCoaching.com with the Build a Better Law Firm series. And today we're answering the question as part of your journey, do you want a job or do you want to be an entrepreneur? Because there are very real reasons why both of these are great options depending upon what you want. You have to keep in mind, I run a law firm with about 16 staff. And those people, only one of them, myself, or two of us, myself and my wife, are entrepreneurs. The rest of them work at a job. They're very happy with that. I'm happy they're happy with that. If they saw this video, I would be completely happy that they're seeing this video. There are people who want the responsibility, risks, and rewards that come with entrepreneurship, and there are people who do not want the responsibility and risks and potential rewards that come with entrepreneurship. They would prefer the stability of a job, the predictability, the stability, and the constancy. You have to self-analyze and see where you fall into this, because if you want to make really significant income, really significant income, high six figures, middle six figures, seven figures, there are few jobs out there for you. If you want to swing for the fences financially, my opinion is, and my experience is, you have to be on this side of the battle. That's not a good enough reason to jump over here, however, unless you're really hungry. When I first started my firm on my journey, I was really hungry. I was driving a scooter with a helmet with a rubber mohawk across the top, and thankfully I had enough savings that I was able to put a down payment on a little condo for my wife when she was pregnant with the twins, so we had at least a house, at least a place to go to call home. But aside from that, I was broke. And working at Chili's and working at the YMCA as a personal trainer and a server respectively, I was really hungry. So there were a lot of things that I did that I would probably not be willing to do now because I was so hungry. In your journey, you have to decide, are you being motivated to get a job for a particular reason, or are you being motivated or pushed toward entrepreneurship for a certain reason? If you are going toward entrepreneurship for fame or prestige, not gonna happen. You're gonna have to work your ass off for a lot of thankless nights and a lot of thankless days until you get stabilized and you can actually have some sort of impact. For the first long while, there's not much wheat to be taken down in the field. There's just a big open field. Whereas getting a job gives you a predictable amount of wheat every week, every month, every year that you can count on, typically. And now there's arguments to be made that jobs are insecure, as is entrepreneurship, because they come and go and you're not in control of whether or not you have a job. But if you get certain marketable skills, you'll most likely be able to find employment somewhere in your desired field. There's not really a shortage of people who need a lawyer's help. So you can usually find a job in the right place. If you want to be an entrepreneur because you want to make a ton of money, or because you want to be famous or influential or powerful, I suggest to you that that would not be a particularly wonderful motivation. Unless it's really profound. Unless, as I said, you are hungrier than hell like I was, or you are so dedicated to becoming influential and seen in your community and outspoken on any particular topic where you represent clients that you will fight tooth and nail just to become that mouthpiece. Unless it's a really driving motivation, I would say you may run out of steam. Because at some point down the entrepreneurship track, you're going to get enough money that you're comfortable, so that's not going to drive you anymore. Or you're going to get enough credentials or esteem or clout in the community that that's no longer going to motivate you, and then you're just going to peter out. If, however, you're doing this because you have a mission, you want to help the types of people you help as clients more than anything on earth, and this is the way you can best be served to do it. Or if you want to change how the legal industry operates because you're going to improve the way that your clients get service, or there's something that's bigger than you that will go on beyond you, and that's what's motivating you, I suggest to you that that's when you've found the right spot. When you are doing it because you want all of this entrepreneurship thing to live on beyond you, to have some sort of lasting or forever impact, then you're really on the right track, because the sleepless nights and the long, hard years will be worth it because you're working for a much bigger goal than yourself. That's what's going to help carry you on your journey to a really big, successful, maybe multi-state or multi-city enterprise. It doesn't mean you can't be very successful as an entrepreneur being a solo or having a much smaller independent role. Maybe you really don't like being told what to do and you just want to have a very stable, successful, predictable, nice law firm for just you. That's completely doable too. But they require very different skill sets. Be ready to acknowledge honestly with yourself, do you have the willingness to say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done, follow through, even on stuff you don't like to do? In a job, you can get away with hiding out and saying, I'm really uncomfortable representing this type of client, or I'm really uncomfortable handling this type of matter or this issue. Get me over here to these issues and I'll make you a bunch of money. I'll work really hard for you. I'll still be a great employee, but just shield me from this. When you're an entrepreneur starting out, you can't really do that. You have to go out and network. You have to market. You have to sell. You have to manage. You have to be mindful of the numbers of your firm. You have to grow. You have to forecast. You have to be retrospective and look at where you made mistakes and then turn away from those mistakes. You need to learn and grow. There's a whole bunch of stuff that is largely different from working in a job versus being an entrepreneur and running your own firm. If you believe this is you, then you're in the right place at offthewallcoaching.com, because we want to help people like you be really successful and prove that they can do it, especially the folks who want to make a lasting impact, because that's really exciting. Then, like magic, you start down that path and you start drawing people and resources to you who help you and want to grow with your vision and your future. It's awesome. Really impressive, actually. That's it. Alex Peterson, offthewallcoaching.com. Go there, get free stuff, sign up, subscribe, like these videos. Thanks.